Before we begin, I just want to say that I'm very frustrated and a little bit upset because this quest is bugged, broken, whatever. I looked it up. People said that if you fast travel or wait, it would fix itself, and it didn't, and I did it multiple times. And I know it's just a side quest, and it's not technically in the game, it's a creation club item, but it's still part of the game, and I wanted to do everything, and it said that it's bugged to the point you just can't do the quest. There's no getting around it. It's make a new game or just don't do it, and that's ridiculous, especially for a game that's been out so long. You'd think a bug that prevents you from doing the thing that you paid for, they would at least try and fix it. But the guy's underneath the ground, I can't get to him, and I don't know how to fix it. If you have any ideas, I would love to hear them, because I really want to complete this quest. Started. Strange world with no sense of where I am or how I got here. There's a lot I don't understand in this world, and a lot that I simply can't explain. But I have to admit how beautiful this world is. Can you believe I saw a dragon? A real, breathing dragon that can do more than just breathe fire? I can't believe it either, but I saw it with my very own eyes. I felt the heat of its flames, and I felt the earth shake beneath me when it landed. With the help of Rayloff, another prisoner who had been sentenced to death, I was able to escape with my life. He gave me weapons, and we headed to the closest town together. It's called Riverwood, and that's where his sister and her family lives. She was kind to me. I thought for sure I wasn't going to make it back, but perhaps I'm stronger in this world. I'm definitely braver, willing to undertake things I imagined in my dreams. I retrieved the stolen object along with quite a bit of treasure. This world is rich with chests. I chose a bow with daggers as a backup in case I ran out of arrows. I'm a terrible shot, but I think I can improve with some practice. I had just made it to Whiterun to report the dragon attack per Carter's request when a man approached me with a letter. He didn't know who it was from. He was just told to find me and deliver it. I don't know how or why. I'm not even supposed to be in this world, so why send it to me? Maybe they just saw me in Riverwood and didn't want to present the letter themselves. This letter was begging for help. Someone was trying to raise a zombie army and needed to be stopped. I've seen enough zombie movies to know that's a really bad idea, so I decided to investigate. I found 2 dead bodies surrounded by zombies, and I was able to slay them before I could get overwhelmed. I had the feeling that I wasn't done there, but I couldn't figure out what more there was to do. The zombies were dead, and so were the ones who created them. I still feel like there's more I can do here, but I have no idea what that is. So I suppose I'll have to move on and try again later. I suppose it's time to go and collect that bounty that I've been putting off. There's so many mountains and steep hills in this world. They're a bit tricky, but once you get used to it, you can actually climb down them safely. Maybe that's just a skill people have in this world. to get out of here, I definitely don't want to be caught between that. I wonder what they're even fighting over. Well, I wonder if I can learn to be a blacksmith, or if a fishing spot. I am not writer. As it so happens, my wife gave me this quill when I retired. She called it a gift. To me it is a burden, but I suppose many teachers feel the same weight. If I were to walk the bridge to Sovngarde, I would take all my knowledge with me. Hard lessons learned from decades fishing the waters of Skyrim. In my life, I fished in waters open and deep. Amidst storms no mortal dare brook. I ventured down bottomless caves and challenged the monsters of the deep with my hook. I have seen them all, and caught them all, be it fish, monster, or boot. With this guide, I will teach you how to do the same. Chapter 1. The Rod. Just as a warrior needs a sword and a blacksmith, a hammer, the first thing any aspiring fisherman needs is a rod. You can find one at a general goods store or left behind on boats and docks by other fishermen that have come before you. When you obtain one, wield it like you would a weapon, swinging it this way and that. Get a feel for its balance and weight. It must become an extension of your body and mind. Chapter 2. Supplies. Once you have a rod, you will next need supplies. This includes bait and other essentials to capture the fish once it's been reeled close to the shore. However, you need not bring your own. It is customary in Skyrim to leave fishing supplies by waters where the fish are plentiful. To find a set of fishing supplies is to be met with a greeting, a hearty hello from one fisherman to another. When you are done, you will leave these supplies for the next fisher. Such is the way. Chapter 3. Casting the line. When you are ready to fish, bait your hook using the fishing supplies. Then cast your line with vigor and allow the hook to sink below the surface. The art of fishing is one of patience and focus. In particular, it requires the concentration of two senses, sight and touch. You might ask, how can one know if there are nearby fish for the taking? It is no different than the way moths are drawn to a flame. When your bait lands on the surface of the water, nearby fish will excitedly converge. Ripples on the surface will quickly announce their presence. Watch for these ripples carefully. The more the water stirs, the more plentiful the number of fish. In contrast, a quiet surface when your line hits the water will tell you there are no more fish to catch, and you must return in a day's time. In time, you will learn to tell fish apart based on the tug on your line. You will know the difference between a river betty's curious nibble and a carp's eager pull. Chapter 4. Reeling it in. When you have hooked your fish, the time for patience and serenity is over. Now come the throes of war. Your fish will thrash as it fights for its life, but you must keep your grip firm and your mind focused as you reel your line and pull in your catch. Once you have reeled it in, the fish is yours. Scale it, cook it, and consume it how you please. Depending on your custom, there are different rituals to follow, but for all fishermen, a catch is always cause for celebration. Chapter 5. The Rare and Unusual Catch. Different fish are native to different climates. If you seek a variety of fish, do not stay in one place. Temperate lakes and streams to the south will hook you a different catch than snow-fringed ponds and pitch-black caverns. When you seek a fish that is seldom caught, the uncommon and rare fish that fishermen brag about until long in their years, your best bet is to fish when the sun is low on the horizon. Dawn and dusk offer the best chance to catch these elusive creatures. If you seek the very rarest of fish, special rods are required. Seek the advice of those in the Riften fishery. Follow their guidance and wisdom just as you have done with me. Of course, not every catch will feed your belly. Some may fill your coin purse, while others have interesting uses to those who brew potions. In my travels, I have even heard tall tales of dwarven rods used to lure lost trinkets, settled at the bottom of ponds and lakes. For what purpose, a Nord like myself cannot know. As the world moves on, such things are lost to time. Chapter 6. In conclusion. There you have it. As I stated at the beginning of this journey, I am no writer. What is written here are not words, but a piece of me. It is the callow boy who, in his arrogance, was nearly dragged into the water by a goldfish. It is the shivering fishmonger, sitting on a frozen bucket in the dead of night, praying to Kine that he will live to see the sunrise. It is the old man at the lake, drinking a potion of strength, turning back time so he can hook an old foe. It is part of me, and if you heed its message, it will become part of you. What a beautiful book. I'd love to try fishing. I fished a little bit when I was younger, but it was never really my thing. I guess just because it's so hot, I didn't feel like sitting out under the sun. But this world isn't hot, like it is in my world. So let's see if I can catch something. It's too early. My first fish. I feel like I have so many more skills and abilities in this world. Things I could never do in my world. I'm starting to like this place. How relaxing and peaceful this is. I could sit here for hours just fishing. I'll have to remember to stop by the Riften fishery and see if I can get better at fishing. I don't see any more splashes. Perhaps it's time to move on. Tongs? Why would somebody throw tongs in the water? I guess even in this world, pollution and littering is a real problem. I'll have to keep an eye out for more fishing spots too.
I don't know who you think I am, and I don't care. Leave me alone.
I
What's
don't have
going
time
on
for this
there?
foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get rough. Brother, I think she's telling the truth.
I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar.
What? Oh, you're right.
We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
What a
Next
rude
time you're looking to
man.
pester someone, make sure it's the right person.
Yes?
You should know better than to treat people like that. Who are you even looking for?
We're looking for information about a woman. A foreigner in these lands. She's a Redguard like us. We believe she may be hiding in Whiterun, but we're checking everywhere to be sure.
Farewell.
You should at least apologize to her.
Foreigners. What a nuisance.
What was that all about?
They thought I was some other Redguard woman. They just wouldn't leave me alone. I hope they get lost in the wilderness.
Me too. I hope you're okay. I'll see you later. What a strange looking crab. A very angry crab, apparently. Everything in this world really is hostile. I still have a ways to go before I reach my bounty. Maybe I should have stopped at the inn before deciding to come all this way. It'll be okay. I prefer the night anyway. I feel more at peace when it's night. It just feels right. Though there don't seem to be too many lights in this world. I hope it doesn't get too dark. I at least need to be able to see. What is that strange sound? Is it coming from this plant? I didn't know plants made sounds. Maybe when I get to town I can ask someone what it is and what it does. And more curiously, why it sings. I hope I'm going the right way. I've always been a bit directionally challenged. It feels dangerous to stray from the path, but it might be quicker if I do. Is this where I'm meant to be? It's definitely crawling with people. And I doubt they're friendly. I don't believe this is my destination, but something tells me I'm not going to be able to just sneak through. As I thought. Magic? He's using magic? I mean, I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of strange things in this world. Magic, dragons, a civil war. What am I gonna see next? I think by far my favorite thing so far, aside from the nature everywhere, is probably the cat people. I'm a huge cat person, so I really like cats, and I think it's cool that there's cat people. I hope I can befriend one. I wonder if I should go inside. It seems like a dangerous idea, but I don't want someone else to fall victim to them. Maybe I'll even get rewarded for taking out these bandits. Seems like bandits are the equivalent to just criminals and bad guys in my world.
2 3s. What was he thinking? You'll never saw me pull that ace out of my boot.
And they're cheating at cards. That's just messed up. I wonder if I can get the store open. Seems difficult, but I might be able to get it. Just have to take it easy. I got it. I guess that's it. Well, at the very least, I'm getting rewarded for my troubles, even if there is no bounty on these guys. I wonder if there's anything up here. I hear someone.
Hear something?
I really need to work on my aim. I feel like it's getting a little bit better, but not by much. With all of these books, well, I could start my own library, but where would I put them? I wonder how long I'll be in this world. Will I be here long enough to get a house? Will I be here forever? I'm not sure how I feel about that. On one hand, it's everything you could possibly dream of. On the other, it's quite a scary place. And dangerous, too. Maybe I'll die in this world before I'm able to get back. Maybe I'll realize I don't want to get back. Either way, I should focus on what's happening now. I can worry about everything else when the time comes. I have a job to do, a bounty to take care of.
Swear I'll kill you.
I wonder if I can learn magic too. Do you have to be born with the ability, or can you learn it?
I can take you. I'll kill you. We are routed. Fall back. Oh.
I think I chose a good weapon. A lot of people here seem to use bow and arrow as well, so there's plenty of arrows for the taking. I think that's everyone. And there's plenty of food too. I wonder if... I wonder if I can try being a chef. That could be fun. I'm sure someone's willing to share their recipes. I mean to do that. Can't seem to mind this one.
gotta have a sharp axe to cut through all that fat.
Hurry up with it. We've got a merchant in the pit to take care of after we carve this thing up.
What was that? Over here!
This must be the boss.
You're a fool to fight me!
Which means he's going to be harder to deal with.
At your best, huh? That's the best you...
He's so...
No! Victory is yours. I submit!
Oh, what a gruesome sight. More importantly, is that a mammoth? They really do have everything in this world. Got a new bow. That looks dangerous, so I should avoid stepping on that. Oh, how gruesome. Definitely can't get out that way. Oh, I almost forgot about the traps. Now I can return to the city for some well-earned rest. And some gold. And hopefully I can make it inside the walls before I get another anonymous letter asking for help. More bandits? I wonder if I can put something together. I guess not. I'll just have to try and learn. What's this? The new source has been a real boon. Skooma, poisons, black soul gems, you name it. We've got a line to a wide range of goods, and an even wider range of clients. Which reminds me, someone needs to tell Akari where she can stick her bottles of sugared cat piss. We're done. Meanwhile, we're filling up our coffers faster than we can empty them. We're drinking day and night, and still haven't gone through half the gold from that Morrowind job for the corpse fondlers. With Argonian patrols up and down the border, we can charge an arm, leg, and a tail for every crate that comes in. As for the zombie pedders, they were pretty pleased the staff wasn't damaged. Creepy-looking thing, too, was glad to be rid of it. It's a shame we couldn't hold out a couple more days, though. This morning another buyer came by the camp, an orc with a face so lumpy he must have jumped head first off the top of Dragon's Reach. Turns out he was looking for the same staff, offering to pay double. I told him we could have something better for him on the next boat from Solstein, but he was pretty sodding clear that there was only one staff he wanted to buy. Makes sense. The only thing uglier than this orc was that staff. Maybe he wants to hold it up when he shaves so he doesn't feel so bad for being born. That's mean. Anyways, I sold him the information on the buyers and sent him on his way. Couldn't get him to trade any of the valuables on his carriage, but it's alright. There's more than one way to part a fool of his things. I told the boys to cut him off on the road west of Whiterun, at the burnt-down house between the Watchtower and Fort Greymore. Given how obsessed he was about that staff, it'll be easy to catch him off guard. It's terrible. I wonder if we can find him and warn him, or help him. Darn, I almost had it. Lockpicking is a very finicky business. I don't know how thieves do it so well. The back up. Magic is dangerous. I found a smuggler's note which detailed the sale of a powerful staff to a necromancer somewhere west of Whiterun. While the location was not written in the note, it was apparently sold to an orc who was interested in obtaining the staff. As the smugglers planned to ambush and rob the orc, I should go to the location and find out what happened. Come on, horsey, let's get you away from this mess. I've always wanted to ride a horse. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be. And a lot faster. Well, at least the elk and deer seem friendly. What in the world is going on here? Seems like the ambush happened. I'm not here to fight you. I just came.
Close enough.
I just came to make sure you were okay. Oh my god. This one's very strong. I don't know if I can kill him. Almost out of healing potions. Just have to try and dodge. He can heal too?
Victory is yours. I submit.
And to think, I was just trying to help. I did find some better armor, though. Items, dozen bottles of skooma. Delivered to Delvin Mallory, Riften. Smuggler's fee, 50 septims and a favor. Knowing Delvin, the discount is worth it, at least this time around. Items, Staff of Hasidoki, Void Salts, Soul Gems, Bone Meal. Delivered to Ivara of Olenveld and Lushak Graragdan, Brittleshin Pass. Smuggler's fee, just gold and gems for now. It was tough sneaking in some of the items on the list. The zombie lovers were happy with the haul. They say they're trying to open a portal to something called the Soul Cairn. If there's loot to be had inside, it might be a good idea to line up some buyers. Items, Cane Book. Delivered to Bandits, White River Watch. Smuggler's fee, Sharfar paid with a dagger and some farmer clothes with the blood still on it. The cane was a foot short, but it serves the bastard right for not paying in gold. I told him if he wants better service, he's going to have to learn how to fight with his eyes open. On the road west of Whiterun, I encountered and killed a hostile orc besieged by bandits. On his body was a ledger that offered additional clues. According to the ledger, the current owners of the staff are two necromancers holed up in Brittleshin Pass. That's quite far away, though. For now, I think I'm just gonna return to Whiterun and get some rest. That was a dangerous battle that I did not think I was going to win. But I managed to survive, and I'm quite proud of myself for that. But, given the opportunity, I definitely wouldn't want to do it again. I hope they have an inn with a nice warm bed.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Riverwood calls for the Jarl's aid.
Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Understood, thank you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
What a beautiful
Just
city.
can't fill an order that size.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask. You look worse than I feel.
It's been a long day. Can I help you out with some gold?
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
You're welcome.
Sure, whatever.
And a beautiful tree. There's something very cool about dead trees.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
It did.
One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
I hope so. Because it is terrifying. I wonder if I should get some rest first. It is kind of late to be visiting the Jarl. He might not be too happy about being woken up in the middle of the night.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Thank you.
What can I get you?
I'd like to rent a room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Thank you.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
The security in Whiterun is terrible.
Hungry,
Shameful.
tired, or just plain thirsty?
Should I find my own room? I guess so. You just have the one room? Well, I guess that makes it easy. I didn't get much sleep, but I feel much better.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
You look a bit peaky. You sure you shouldn't be home?
We are what
Brigands I can handle. Let's talk of dragons.
nothing?
Hello.
My lord, please.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
I apologize, but Gerder sent me. Riverwood is in danger.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
A dragon destroyed Helgen, and I think it's on the way to Riverwood.
You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
Hello.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes, I did. It destroyed Helgen, and last I saw, it was heading this way.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
It's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Well, I'm not sure if I can help, but I can try.
Looking to do some hunting, eh? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here.
I'll keep that in mind.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project.
Hello.
Go ahead
Father
and fill
says
her in
I'm
with
too
all
young
the
to train with the
details.
sword, so I practice with my fist. Huh?
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Sounds fun. What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see,
No.
when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibility.
Understandable.
One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
I mean, I was there already, and I did find this. I don't know if it's what you're looking for, but here you go.
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
Okay, I got the Dragonstone. What next?
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Farengar. Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
Me?
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Let's say
Let's
so.
go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal army.
I should come along. I
really
would very much
don't
like to
think-
see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
Irileth, I really don't think I can do anything to help you. Just because I survived a dragon attack doesn't mean I have experience with one. I have no idea what I'm doing. I barely even saw the dragon. I just ran away from it. And I doubt I would have made it out if it wasn't for Rayloff.
What the?
Are you sure about this? I just wanted to turn in a bounty. Now I'm going to go slay a dragon. How did this even happen?
For you, Red Legion, for I love you. I love.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun mostly.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
I feel a little sickly too.
Lords in Dragon Street say you aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you.
You're welcome.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the Western Watchtower.
A dragon? Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how can we fight a dragon?
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms...
Dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Houseguard.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Let's move out.
Well, I'm still not sure about this, but she is really good at inspiring people. I feel motivated, and I feel like we might actually be able to pull this off. Though I can't help but to side with that one guard that said we're gonna die. But that's just the negative part of my mind. I can definitely relate to him a lot, though. And hopefully, for all of our sakes, we're both wrong. That we can do this, and we are not going to die. I do like that it's raining, though. It gives me courage, and it gives me strength when it rains. I think we can do this. Actually, we don't have a choice. We have to do this. Because if we don't, we're gonna die. And I don't know what that means for me. I don't know if it actually means death, or if it means I'll wake up back in my world. I'm not so sure I want to find out which one it is. At least, not yet.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been... I know it looks
Definitely.
bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're feeling.
Yes, ma'am. Hello? Is anybody here? Is anybody still alive? Hello? Hello?
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Crocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Yes, ma'am. I wonder if it's the same dragon.
Never should have come here. War to me, dragon.
That's a real dragon. And that's real fire. How do you hit a flying dragon with an arrow? Glad he's not focused on me. Did we just kill a dragon? Irila? I don't want to get too close to it in case it's not actually dead. Where is everyone?
Is it really dead?
I hope so. Wait, something's happening. It's disappearing? Wait, what is this feeling? I feel powerful. I feel different. Irila? I'm scared. Where did she go? Irilith, I don't know what happened. Well, on the bright side, we killed it. And I can't fit anything else in my backpack. That's not good. I should have some stuff I can throw away that I don't need. Do we return to Whiterun now? A dragon was sighted at a watchtower near Whiterun. Jarl Balgruuf sent me along with his housecarl Irleth with 3 reinforcements. The dragon attacked us, and we killed it. When I approached the dragon's corpse, I absorbed some kind of power from it. I should return to Whiterun and tell the Jarl what happened. Are you okay, brother?
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
I'm... what? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know what happened.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Shout? You mean... using powers like they do? I can try. What was that?
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever.
You say you're being awfully quiet.
Where is Irleth? Where did she go?
Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand. You ain't know.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
I don't know. I think it was just a coincidence. I'm gonna return to Whiterun, Irleth. I'll let the Jarl know everything's okay now. I'm so confused. I have no idea what just happened. I know something happened, and it definitely felt like I absorbed something. For a moment there, I felt so powerful, so strong. Like I could do anything. Like I could take on anything. But maybe it's just my imagination. What was that? First dragons, absorbing powers, now I'm hearing voices in my head. I've gotta be going insane. This world, it can't be real. My head's spinning. It's a lot of information to take in, and I just don't know how I feel. I just need to focus on the fact that I'm alive. I survived the attack. With only a few minor scrapes and burns. That's what matters. I can worry about everything else later. Hey, it's those guys again. Are they harassing someone else now?
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her. We will be back. This is not over.
Are you feeling sick?
A little bit, yes.
By Izmir, you did it! You killed the dragon.
We did.
Damn those Grey Manes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. They'll forget these cowards.
There's been talk amongst the guards. Dragon.
For I love you! I love!
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Noted.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean?
The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Yes, it was. The watchtower was destroyed, but we did kill the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that.
Well, when the dragon died, I think I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
The Greybeards? Who are they?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
I did.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar.
Really?
This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenicci.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
Good question.
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know? To climb the 7,000 steps again.
7,000?
I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place.
That's a lot of steps.
Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
I have no idea what Thane means, but I'm a bit too scared to ask him.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
I killed the bandit leader at Halted Stream Camp. There was a bounty for it, and I'm here to collect, please.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Thank you. I wonder if I have enough
Enjoy your visit. Dragon's Reach.
to get a house. No, I need to keep saving up. It'll be some time before I can do that, I bet.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
I saw this enchanting table earlier. I'm really interested to see how it works. I guess I should ask Farengar first. See if he can tell me what to do, teach me how it works.
One of the new servants?
Are you feeling sick?
Remember that I like my meat rare.
How do you enchant weapons and armor?
Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary.
Okay.
Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too.
Got it.
Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin.
I'll give it a try.
If you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Mages College? There's a college for magic? That sounds pretty cool. But for now, I'd like to try enchanting. Let's see if I have the aptitude for that.
Dragons reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warrior.
Can I enchant my bow? Let's try fire damage.
That's a decent enchantment, but keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
Understood, thank you.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
Are you the only wizard in Whiterun?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Okay, sure.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Was that an insult or a compliment? I'm not quite sure. What are your duties as a court wizard?
I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. Are you feeling sick? I had you figured for me. I think you'll appreciate this. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Maiden College of